When you dream, there are no rules. People can fly. Anything can happen. Sometimes there's a moment as you're waking and you become aware of the real world around you, but you're still dreaming.
DMT, yeah, it's called dimethyltryptamine. It's produced by your pineal gland. It's actually a gland that's in the center of your brain. It's the craziest drug ever. It's the most potent psychedelic known to man. Literally, but the craziest thing is about it, it's natural, and your brain produces it every night as you sleep. You know, when you sleep during the time you're in heavy REM sleep and right before human death, your brain pumps out heavy doses of dimethyltryptamine. Nobody knows what sleep is all about. Nobody knows what dreaming is important, why dreaming is important, but dreaming is hugely important. If you don't dream, you'll go fucking crazy and you'll die. And while you're dreaming, while you're in heavy REM sleep, you are going through a psychedelic trip. And very few people know about this. But it's been documented. There's a great book on it called DMT, the Spirit Molecule, by a doctor named Dr. Rick Strassman. And he did all these clinical studies at the University of New Mexico on it. And you take this shit and literally you are transported into another fucking dimension. I don't mean like you feel like you're in another dimension. I mean like you're in another dimension. You're in another dimension where there's no furniture, bro. There's fucking complex geometric patterns moving in synchronous order through the air all around you in three-dimensional space. And it's like they're arteries, except there's not blood pumping through them. There's fucking lights, pulsating lights with no boundaries, and you can't really understand it. And there's an alien communicating with me. And there's a dude who looks like sort of like a Thai Buddha, except he's made entirely of energy, and there's no like outline to him. He's just one thing, and he's concentrating on it, and he's trying to tell me not to give in to astonishment. Just relax and try to experience this. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. And I'm a stand-up comedian, you know, because as a stand-up comedian, we pride ourselves in being able to describe things. So I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna talk about this? Because this is insane. Because there's like a beat, and there's all these fucking complex patterns moving around, and this guy's looking at me in the eye, and I am fucking freaking out. And it lasts for about 5 minutes. And when it's over, after 5 minutes, you're like, what the fuck is that? Now here's where it gets really crazy. Every night. Every night.
You're listening to Dr. Joe Rogan on Brewer Unleashed.
Dimethyltryptamine, look it up online, DMT. And when you're doing this every night when you go to sleep, when you have heavy REM sleep, nobody understands why we have to do that. It's never been figured out. But when you're doing it, you don't remember any of that experience. Well, the heavy doses that they gave people in clinical trials with the Strassman studies, the heavy doses produced the most profound effects, but nobody remembered them. There was no memory of it whatsoever.
That's what
much like you have when you go to sleep every night and then you wake up. Everyone dreams, everyone has DMT trips, and no one remembers it. Now, if you smoke it, it doesn't last nearly as long. It only lasts about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, but you remember it, but very fleeting. It's off. It's like a dream. Like after the dream is over, you got to write it. I remember because I recorded it. I had a tape recorder and I had a video camera. And when I came out of it, I just started talking about it like right away, as much as I could remember. But even like 30 seconds after I talked about it, I was like, man, how did it go? What happened? It's not like an experience. Like your brain is trying to protect you from that experience. And the bigger the dose, the more your brain protects you. It literally shuts it off. It's like a shutdown valve. And it happens to you every night, man. The reason why people were up for like days at a time, and you drive and you like instantly fall asleep, you go to sleep like that. It's like you owe time. It's like you owe time to the dream state. You know, it's like, it's very possible that what we think of as consciousness is just one state of consciousness. And there's many different states that we go through in the middle of the night that we're not aware of when we're awake. And that consciousness might be more potent, might be more powerful than this consciousness, the waking consciousness. We're just arrogant in assuming that this is what life is all about, that the wake is what is important. It's not necessarily true. It's what's important while you're awake, but it might not be what's important.
My dreaming,
It's pretty crazy,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I was just saying, but the dream part isn't the part that will physically like screw you up. I've had dreams where I've woken up and gone, oh, that was the easiest solution to a problem I ever had, just opening my eyes, because I was in some deep crap about a second ago.
Right.
The cops are after me. I had murdered somebody. I was totally panicked, going, oh my God, they found the body. Like this. Sometimes I have these dreams where the cops will come and knock on the door and go, do you know about this person? I'll be like, oh my God, 10 years ago I killed someone and buried him, and like they're finding out, and I'm so screwed. And then I'll slowly wake up and look around and go, oh, I'm out of trouble. Just like that was easy.
No lawyers.
Yeah. No lawyers. No prison.
That's so true.
No taking it in the shower.
No fake beard.
And it's such a great feeling when it's over.
Yes,
God, you nailed it. And that's
so true.
like
That's
the
so
part
true.
of the dream where in reality you're like, please get me out of this.
Well,
and sleeping ain't gonna help. You're gonna be in jail.
Getting back to dreams, ever since my dad died, and I was way close to my dad. You know, I know a lot of guys are close to their dad, but we had a really special bond. And I dream about him, and at times he hugs me in my dreams. It is the creepiest, realest thing. And I've been in situations in dreams where you hug another person, and someone you might even, maybe your girlfriend or your girlfriend or something.
Then they turn into a Vespa.
It's not the same feeling.
It's real.
It is the creepiest feeling where it wakes me the F up. I'm like, I can't deal with this. This is effed up.
That happened to me once.
It just feels so I can't explain it to anybody, but it just feels so much different than anything else I've ever dreamed of. Anything.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've had friends that have died, and you have a moment in a
see
dream
them in
with a
dreams,
friend
like,
or
yeah,
something, but it's just,
odd.
you just kind of wake up knowing, that was a dream. I was just thinking about that guy or whatever in my sleep. But this hug from my dad I can't explain.
Well, maybe
I
it's
wanna
the
talk to
love
someone
for your
about it.
dad is like so pure. It was so, love for your friends is never going to be the same as the love for your dad or your mom. It's so powerful and pure, and maybe you can communicate with that when you're in your dream
I don't know.
state.
I can't rationalize it when I'm awake. It's like every once in a while it happens, and it creeps me out to the point I wake up instantly, no matter what.
I had one like that with Phil Hartman, and it really helped me forget, and not just forget, but get over his murder. And I ran into him in the dream. I ran into him like in a park, and the only difference, he was exactly him, but he looked great. He looked like he was like healthy, like he had been eating right, but he had gray hair. It was really strange, but it was him. Like he was like talking to me, and I go, dude, your wife killed you. I go, what was this like? He goes, yeah, she got a little mad, and he like starts laughing.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, listen, sit down, I'll talk about it. And he pratfalled. He went to sit in a chair and fell and rolled over and started laughing. And but because that's what Phil was like. He was like always like he would make light of anything and everything. The guy was really, really funny, like off stage, much funnier than he was on stage. He was always worried about his image, about being the family man. He was worried about divorcing this chick because he was really worried about his image, and he was worried about his money and a bunch of other stuff. But off screen, he was one of the funniest guys I've ever been around ever. But he was laughing and joking in the dream, and when I woke up I was like, wow, it was like Phil told me don't worry about it. Like that's what it really felt like go on with your life, I'm okay.
You see that when you dream, it's actually the one true essence of yourself that you still got towards that you are connected to like a higher dimension, or in another dimension of yourself. A lot of people, they can dream about earthly stuff, like stuff on Earth, mostly about stuff that involves with fear. You can be running from something, somebody trying to kill you, or a bear hunting you. What like most dreams are is that they are actually a message to you, because like when you wake up, and sometimes you can remember your dreams and sometimes you don't. One of the things that is the easiest way to remember a dream is not to be woken up by an alarm clock or something else. It's simply just to wake up by yourself and try to remember what you've been dreaming of, and try to interpret it in the way it is meant for you, because like most dreams are, but sometimes you can have dreams that are some kind of message for other things, but mostly they're for you, like in order for you to evolve. So like if you have like a lot of fear for certain things, that will be shown to you in your dreams in order to, or for you to face that fear and overcome it. And as soon as you do that, you are gonna have other kind of dreams. And sometimes you can, if you like have dreams of friends being killed, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna die in reality or in this reality. It could simply mean that kind of like not be with those friends anymore, because they're not good for you in a way. They can affect you in a negative way on an emotional basis and stuff like that. But the dreaming part is, like I said, the most true essence nature of yourself. That's where all the messages comes from. So it could also be like good things like flying and stuff like that, which is kind of like a reward if you manage to overcome certain fears within yourself. You will get rewarded somehow. In order to evolve from like reaching higher in consciousness within your dream state, you have to change in real life towards how you act and how you do things, because when you kind of like evolve in the real world, you will also take more control in your dreams. Like, let's say a simple thing that a bear is hunting you. You could just stop and turn around and, hey, you know what? You can try to scare me all you want, but it won't work. Come here and give me a hug. I love you and I forgive you, and like you can try all you want, but you won't scare me. And trust me, it'll work. But it might be a tough part. All in all, when you dream, that's your connection to your, I know it might sound kind of weird, but it's your connection to your higher self. Now, I know many people will think about stupid stuff. I call it stupid, but it's okay. I mean, like, people can believe whatever they want about like satanic, demonic stuff and yada yada yada, but feel free to do so. By all means, if you enjoy living in fear, do so. Free will, love.